Well, hello, this is Scott Morfitt, Marketing Director here at the Eau Claire Regional Arts Center and State Theater. I am pleased to be joined today by Sam Lloyd. Sam will be presenting his one-man comedy, Fully Committed, on the State Theater stage this Saturday, April 11th at 7:30, and has been back here with his musical group, The Blanks. How is it going today, Sam?
It's going fantastically here in beautiful sunny California.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. We're just at the point where I'm not epically jealous of you being out there. Well, first, I think we should talk about the character you're most remembered for playing, Ted from TV Scrubs. So he always struck me as a lovable loser, yet really like community oriented. What did you bring to that character when you played it?
I actually brought a bit to him. I mean, he was written as a a very poor lawyer, nervous kind of guy. But the first when I first did the pilot, I thought that he should probably not be the sharpest dresser, so I asked the costume people to give me suits that didn't quite fit well. I always made the tie too long. I didn't want to look that good, and I told the makeup that I wanted to be sweaty, and especially in tense situations. So depending on the level of tension, would have more or less sweat on his face, and I also told them to make me pale. And then little did I know that I'd be doing that for the next 9 years. I'd be telling them to make
you pale.
And I never heard the end from my mother. I'd say, "Mom, did you see the show? Did you see? You didn't look well, Sammy. You just didn't look good." So that's what I had to listen to at the time. But I brought that kind of stuff. A lot of it was written in. But, a lot of his physical makeup.
That's so cool. Well, you also got to show your musical prowess, both as a solo musician, covering Hey Ya better than anyone I think I've ever seen it, but then also play with The Blanks, who's been here. Being such like a big musical comedy and music in comedy person, what do you think that brings to an overall performance or show like Scrubs, or just in general, what do you think that does for people?
I think, I think it's great because, who doesn't like to hear a snappy tune? Pretty much everybody, but also, music can be very funny. Bill Lawrence, the creator and producer of Scrubs, he's a real big music theater fan and a big music fan. And when he found out that I knew I could sing, because we'd known each other for a while, he didn't know about the quartet until the first season, and we sang at the cast and crew Christmas party, and we got to put that on the show. And a cappella quartets can certainly be the butt of a lot of jokes, so he took advantage of that. But I just think it adds a dimension to a character, and also adds a dimension to a show when you add music like Scrubs. So it was great fun.
Well, great. Well, tell me a little bit about Fully Committed, which is again coming to our stage this Saturday the 11th. It's received rave reviews around the country, and it's a one-man show where you play a ton of characters. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that. Yeah,
believe me, I try to wrap my mind around it every time I do it, and it's pretty amazingly written. Mode, who went on to write for a lot of television shows. The one-man show was about an out-of-work act in a trendy New York restaurant who is the reservationist. And on this particular day, he shows up and his co-workers aren't there. So that actor has to play him as well as every single person that calls in on the phone. So he plays himself calling in, as well as the chef and the maitre d' and the hostess. Ends up being like 38 or 40 different characters. If he's Fully Committed comes from that we're full up today, I have to say I'm Sir, we're fully committed this weekend. That's where the title comes from, but also when the audience is this actor play all these different characters, they're fully committed as soon as possible. So it worked. It really is it's well written and well titled.
Do you have any shout outs or anything you'd like to say to the Eau Claire audience before they see you this Saturday?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna stay in back after the show if anybody wants to say hi. The Blanks in Eau Claire. Seriously, we still talk about Eau Claire as being one of the highlights of all the tours we did in the U.S. It was so much. So please, if you came and saw the Blanks, come by and say hi again. If you just want to see a really good play, come by and see that as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys there.
Well, thank you so much, Sam.
My pleasure, and I'll see you on Saturday.